Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
For those of you who have joined us at the Polynesian Village Resort Hotel, aloha, and welcome aboard the Walt Disney World local monorail system. During the trip, we request that everyone please remain seated and that there please be no eating, drinking, or smoking. Thank you. Our next stop is the Magic Kingdom.
Hey, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott. This is ResortLoop.com, the gateway to the magic. Once again, joined by my
lovely wife, Dawn.
We're so excited. This is our first show since our recent trip.
Yeah.
Should have done it before now, but once again, life gets in the way a little bit here and there, and things happen. You wouldn't believe it if we told you.
Nope, probably not.
Oh, my goodness. But we want to start off this show by talking about the next Resort Loop group cruise, Dawn.
I am so excited. I can't hardly wait. I'm so excited.
I know. If you were already on the first group cruise, Resort Loop Group Cruise, we'll call it 1.0. I don't know what else to call it. This one is going to be Resort Loop Group Cruise 2.0. If you're interested in going, we'd love to have you.
Oh, I would love it. We had so much fun.
We did.
We just had a blast. I would love for more people to join us and just experience the wonderful Disney magic. And it was just fun to travel with other people.
It totally was. Everybody was fantastic. Everybody had a great time.
We sure did.
So we're going to do it one more time.
Yay!
Here comes the official Resort Loop Group Cruise announcement. This is where I'll insert a drum roll. I probably won't do it now, but maybe I will. We'll see. This is going to be June 21st through the 28th, 2025. This is next year. We're going on the brand new, at that point, Disney Treasure.
That's so exciting.
Oh, so excited to go on the Treasure. I'm more excited about the Treasure than I was the Wish, and I was excited for the Wish.
I'm very excited.
So, it's going to be an Eastern Caribbean cruise, or Caribbean cruise, depending on how you like to say that word. We're departing from Port Canaveral. It's going to start off with 2 sea days.
I love the sea days. They're so fun and relaxing.
We love the sea days. Then we're going to roll on into Tortola.
Heard they have good rum.
They do have good rum. The next day, we roll on into St. Thomas.
So beautiful there.
You've heard of the island just to the left of it, Ted's. That's a Captain Ron reference. If anybody has watched Captain Ron, if you haven't seen it, you need to give it a watch.
That's for sure.
Followed by that, another day at sea. Mm-hmm. And then, what most people consider their favorite part of the cruise, a Castaway Key day.
For sure.
Ugh.
It is so beautiful there. I wish we could live in the Caribbean. It's just beautiful there.
I just want to live on a Disney ship.
Hey, I could do that.
We could totally do that.
You need to make me some money and live on a Disney ship then.
Well, there you go. And then after the Castaway Key day, the sad part of the trip, we have to return back to Port Canaveral.
Oh, let's not talk about that.
Now, we didn't say we would get off the ship willingly.
But they will encourage you to get off the ship.
They will encourage us highly, and they might have to call like a SWAT team or something to get us out. I don't know. We haven't decided yet. But anyway, that's the Resort Loop Group Cruise 2.0, Disney Treasure, June 21st to 28th, 2025. Look us up over there, Resort Loop Travel. You can give me a little email over there, tim@resortloop.com or tim@resortlooptravel.com. Either way, we'd love to get you a quote for it. Now, a little bit of a heads up. It's going to be a little pricier than our other cruise. 1, it's 7 days.
Yes.
2, it's Disney Cruise Line.
Yes.
3, it's the brand new ship.
Yes.
And 4, it's more of a summer cruise, which, kids are out of school, so hopefully more families can join us.
Yes.
If they'd like.
I would love to meet a lot of people. I hope lots of people can join us.
Me too. So we'll have lots of fun.
Yeah, we will.
So once again, tim@resortloop.com. Let me know. We'd love to get you a quote out there, maybe get you on our cruise.
Sounds good.
It sounds great. And Dawn, since we got back from our last trip, it was actually during Flower and Garden, strangely enough.
It was.
And there were lots of food options, and we did the pre-show where we talked about the menus.
Right.
I figured this show, let's talk about the food we did get.
And the thing of it is, normally we've done shows before where we've talked about the menu, and we're like, oh, that looks good. And then we get 1 or 2 things, and that's the extent of it.
Right.
But our trips have been shorter.
True.
This one was a whole week. So we had more time to go and enjoy the food.
Yes.
And we did enjoy the food.
We did enjoy the food. There are a couple things we had more than once.
Yes. It was delicious. Oh, so good.
So I have my handy little Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival 2024 book that they give you at all the little booths out there if you like to keep track. And I will say, a lot of people seem to be using this book.
I saw a lot of people with them.
I think people prefer the book rather than just flipping through on their app.
I think it's easier to use the book because, you can go back and forth between the pages or put your finger in one page and then look at another page like, oh, I think I do want this, but maybe I want to. I think the little booklet's really nice, and I'm glad they have it.
There's tips in the front and things in the front, but menus are in here. Mm-hmm. It's a nice little handy way to keep track of what you did eat if you want to talk about on your podcast when you get back. So we're going to go in the order of the book, not necessarily in the order in which we had the food.
Okay, that sounds good.
Just so you know, because I'm working front to back.
Okay.
If I do anything other than front to back, I get confused. I lock up, and then I just start drooling, and it's a whole thing. I fall asleep.
Oh, my goodness.
So our first food stop, according to the book, was at the Honey Bistro.
Oh, my goodness. Without a doubt, that is where I got my favorite food item.
I know, we should have probably ended with this.
All the stuff was good.
Yes.
All of it was good. But without a doubt, I had the chicken and waffles.
Yes, you did.
And it was amazing. It was a cornbread waffle with a breaded chicken on top, and it had some type of aioli butter infused with honey and syrup, and it was just a whole plate full of goodness.
It was.
The first time I think we got one and we split it.
We did.
The second time I got it, I was not giving you any.
You did not give me any.
I didn't. It was so delicious.
The chicken was crispy.
It was crispy. The waffle was good. It was just all kinds of goodness.
It was. Highly recommend.
Highly, highly recommend that. Delicious.
So the second time when you wouldn't share your chicken and waffle, I opted to try the honey glazed cauliflower.
Right.
It was with a honey roasted carrot puree, the wild rice pilaf, some spring vegetables, honey blistered grapes, and sunflower brittle. It was very good.
Yeah. It looked good. I think I had a bite. It was good.
I think I did give you a bite. It was really good. It was a colorful cauliflower. It was like there was maybe 3 colors in there. I think it was white, purple, and there might have been another color in there. It was very good. I would recommend that also.
Mm-hmm. For sure. It was delicious.
It was very good.
Yeah. So overall, 10 out of 10 on that food booth for sure.
That's it. And that was the only 2 food options at the Honey Bistro. So apparently if you go there, you cannot go wrong.
You can't. It was so good.
All right. I'm leafing forward in the book as we speak. We're going to Florida Fresh. Mm-hmm. Where I had the grilled warm water lobster tail.
Yes.
This warm water lobster tail, it could have been cold water. It could have been boiling water. I don't know what they did, but that thing was fantastic.
It looked good.
It was charred on the grill, cooked to perfection. It was not overcooked. It wasn't rubbery. It was actually easy to eat. You did need the fork, though, to kind of pull it out of the shell.
Yeah.
You probably could have done it with your fingers, but that would have been a whole bunch of mess there. So I tried to kind of keep using my plasticware there. With a key lime butter. It was fantastic. I would get that again in a heartbeat also. I tell you, that little road there between the World Showcase and the Journey into Imagination had some good stuff on it.
Yeah, they sure did.
And then you had the Florida Strawberry Shortcake.
I did.
How was that?
That was delicious. The cake was nice and spongy, and the strawberries were just phenomenal flavor. It was really good.
I think when we were there, I think the strawberries were totally in season, or maybe
they
the beginning of the season.
probably were in Florida. So. They were so good. So
total winner.
Another 10 out of 10.
Then we went to Canada, the Northern Bloom. Mm-hmm. I did not get my seared scallops. I don't know why. I think maybe I was just in the mood for something a little more hearty.
It could have been. And we didn't eat all this in one day. We were there for a whole week. So I don't want people to think we ate this all in one day. We did not. We went to Epcot multiple times.
For the record, I could have eaten it all in one day, but I didn't.
But we didn't.
Let's be honest. But we didn't. But totally, you wouldn't be surprised if I did.
No.
But what you had there was the beef tenderloin tips with the mushroom bordelaise sauce, whipped potatoes, and the garden vegetables. Mm-hmm. How was that?
It was delicious. I get that like every time, like beef tips, they always have some version of that.
Yeah.
The last couple of festivals we've been there for, amazing, delicious. The beef was tender. Mashed potatoes were good. Puree was good. It was delicious.
That is right up your wheelhouse. Things you like: beef, vegetables,
mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
That's right. Another 10 out of 10 for me.
I thought it was good as well.
Yeah, you had the same thing. We had the same thing.
Yeah, we did. Because I found out she doesn't share her food very often when she really likes it, so I have to get my own.
That's right. I'll get you whatever you want.
That's right.
You order whatever you want, but you're not having any of mine.
Oh, let's see.
I learned my lesson with the chicken and waffles.
That's true. And the street corn a couple years ago. I should have learned my lesson there.
The whole street corn didn't save you any. Sorry.
Okay. The American Adventure. I think we need to talk a little bit more about the setup before we get to the food. What was going on? It was the evening when we were there.
Ooh,
the weather was perfect.
The weather was perfect. It was a little, I wouldn't say it was on the chilly side, but I was wearing leggings and a long sleeve shirt. So it was just a little more chilly than what you're used to in Florida, or what we're used to in Florida. Say not other people. They probably go whenever they want. They're not teachers. So it was just a nice, beautiful night, not terribly windy. And we were sitting right outside the American Gardens.
Yep, the American Gardens Theater there. Yep.
And they had different groups that were coming in and singing during the week.
Yes.
And I can't remember what the guy's name was.
I can't remember either.
It started with an M, but he was like an 80s tribute band or
did
cover
lots
band.
of covers, yes.
Yeah, cover. Oh my goodness. Beyond amazing.
Totally talented.
He was did Crazy Train. It was awesome. Most people don't know I'm a closet Ozzy Osbourne fan, but it was amazing.
Yes.
So
he did Billy Joel, I remember hearing in there.
Yeah, he did that. He did he even did the John Denver Country Roads.
Yes.
That was really good. He was just so awesome.
Yes.
I wish I could remember his name. It was a different kind of last name that
Yes.
I think I had trouble pronouncing to begin with when I saw it. Super, super amazing. So we weren't in the theater area. We were sitting in the picnic tables toward the back, but you could still hear perfectly back there. And we enjoyed a little food.
Yep. Right outside was at the Regal Eagle there. We were
whatever it is,
enjoying,
yeah.
I always want to say Regal Beagle still. But you for there, you had the funnel cake.
I did. I love a funnel cake. It was very, very good.
Yeah.
It was nice and crispy and hot. Just a little bit of powdered sugar. I don't like a lot of powdered sugar, so I always get the light powdered sugar on there, but it was delicious.
Yeah, the actual Flower and Garden specialty funnel cake was had strawberries with whipped cream, strawberry glaze, and a strawberry crunch.
Right.
Which looked fantastic during the strawberries.
Yeah.
You already had your strawberries. You just wanted
I
your
mean, I
standard
could have had it, but I like a plain funnel
Yeah.
cake. It was very, very good. So the only little hiccup that we had is I need my caffeine, and I had not had much Coke that day. So I wanted a Coke, so I went into the legal, was it?
Oh, the Regal Eagle.
Now I want to call it Legal Eagle.
The Legal Eagle.
Yeah. Went in there to grab a Coke, and as I went to get ice, there was no ice. So one of the gentlemen said, there's maybe some in the back, but they're kind of out of ice up here. I'm like, oh, no problem. So at the back, nope, no ice back there. And the cast member back there said, just go, we know we're out. Just go ahead, go to the counter. They'll give you a cup of ice. And it was later at night, so they probably just weren't restocking that because they were probably getting ready to clean everything and break everything down. And so I went through the same kiosk that I had ordered and told him there was no ice, but the cast member in the back said I could just come up and request cup of ice. Could I have that, please? And very nice cast member turns around and said, we need a cup of ice, please. We're out of ice. And I think she might have been the manager, looked at me. If Liz could have she'd have killed me. She kind of snapped at me and she's like, I know we're out of ice.
Oh, that was
And
less than magical.
I was like, I said, okay. I said, she just told that I could get a cup of ice up here. And she's like, that's fine. And then she disappeared and another cast member gave me the cup of ice and she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's fine. No big deal. But that was probably an interaction I didn't need to have and would have preferred not to have had.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You never know. She could have been having a really bad day. Could have had a lot of complaints. Who knows?
I guess.
I just let it go.
Thank goodness.
So,
You went
because
to
I was
also
having
read
too
on
much fun anyway listening to this guy sing, and I wanted to get back out and listen to him sing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he was wonderful. My Coke was really good once I got my ice.
Once it was cold,
That's all that matters.
it was rock solid.
It was, but I guess that's my tip is you never know what someone else is going through. Extend a little grace.
There you go.
Cost you nothing.
There you go.
So
Well, it cost us quite a bit that day to get in there, but still, I know what you're saying.
grace doesn't cost anything.
There you go. There I had the muffaletta panini. Mm-hmm. It's a ham, olive, and mortadella provolone and sandwich with Swiss cheese and an olive salad. Mm-hmm. That was very good.
Awesome.
I'm very pro ham, I'm pro salami, and I'm pro olive. So
There you go.
that was very good. I would highly recommend if you're into the muffaletta type sandwiches. You can't go wrong there also.
Awesome.
Again, enjoying all this with our lovely little singer there across the way.
Oh, yeah. We sat there till he was done.
I think that was probably our peak food festival experience so far at Epcot.
Yeah.
Enjoying kind of like the whole thing.
It was a whole ambiance thing.
It was.
It was just really nice.
Everybody was really friendly around us. Everybody was having a good time.
having a good time. Kids were dancing.
Kids were
It was
dancing. Nobody was
great.
being crazy.
Yep.
There was some wildlife walking around our feet, I think, at that point, wasn't there?
Oh, yeah. There was definitely some geese around there.
Geese, ducks.
Yeah.
Duck, goose. I don't know what they were
Yeah.
playing. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, over from our friend of Germany's at the Bauer Market. Mm-hmm. We had the potato pancakes.
We did.
What'd you think of the potato pancakes? With house-made applesauce, by the way. Not your normal everyday Mott's, apparently.
Right. I thought they were good. I thought they needed a little bit more seasoning to them.
They needed something.
A little more salt, a little more pepper, maybe. That was definitely not my most favorite thing I had. I have a friend whose mom is German, and so she has made me potato pancakes in the past. And so I guess maybe that's what I was expecting, more like that.
Okay.
And her potato pancakes are just out of this world.
Ah, well.
So I was kind of craving some potato pancakes. I hadn't had them for a while.
Right.
And I was a little more on the letdown side. Maybe it's just because it was a flavor or a taste. It wasn't what I was used to.
Okay.
So, but I mean, overall, they were good. We certainly didn't waste them. We ate them.
Oh, we did eat them. They were good. The same. I mean, they were okay.
Yeah. I would give maybe a 5 out of 10.
5. Yeah.
5 or 6 out of 10.
Maybe.
The applesauce was pretty good, but I'm not really into warm applesauce. And of course, it gets warm when you put it on the potato pancakes.
Yeah, true.
So that wasn't my thing, but it might be somebody else's thing.
Absolutely.
So, but they were fine. They were fine. They just weren't my most favorite.
Gotcha. Also from our friends in Germany.
Ooh.
We had the toasted pretzel bread topped with the Black Forest ham and melted cheese.
That was amazing.
That was good.
That was really, really good. We should have gotten 2 of those. I think we'd shared that one.
We did.
We should have gotten 2. I would say 10 out of 10 for that one for sure.
The cheese was very melty. Mm-hmm. The ham was very good.
The ham was super flavorful.
And
it was really good. The pretzel bread. Oh,
yeah.
So good.
It's like a toasted pretzel bread roll. Mm-hmm. It was very good.
Yeah, that was delicious.
It actually looked very nice because they kind of cut it in an X or something in there and put everything inside.
Yeah, it was very good.
It was very good. Did we
Enjoyed that
else?
very much. I think that was it. I think that's all we had, which was certainly enough.
Oh, you know what? I did not. Well, no, we had a couple other things here.
Oh, we did?
We did. We were all the way up at Brunch Cot.
Yes, I forgot about that.
You want to start off with the good one or the one that was not so good?
Do the not so good. And we'll end on the good one.
All right. The biscuit and gravy with Impossible chicken fried steak and Impossible sausage gravy.
Yeah. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
But again, I think it lacks some seasoning. I think hit it with a little cayenne, little paprika, a little something in there.
It needed something.
Would have elevated it just a little bit more. It wasn't horrible.
It wasn't. I mean, the gravy had some kind of gravy flavor to it.
Well, yeah.
But the fried steak, yeah, I'm not sure what.
It needed a little something.
I mean, granted, we know it wasn't really steak.
No, but still, just because you're vegetarian or vegan doesn't mean you don't have good palate and you don't want good food.
Oh, absolutely.
So, but yeah, if they'd have hit it with a little something to kick it up a little bit, it'd have been okay.
I will say when I was there, a lot of people were going for the avocado toast. Mm-hmm. We didn't get that one, but that had marinated tomatoes and plant-based cheese crumbles on a toasted ciabatta.
Right.
But the other thing we had there, the fried cinnamon roll bites with cream cheese frosting and candied bacon.
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
That was a family favorite. That went really quick.
Yes, very much so. Those were delicious.
Yes.
10 out of 10 for those. I would say the sausage gravy, it wasn't bad. I would say maybe 7 out of 10. It wasn't bad.
Maybe
6
I think
out
maybe
of 10, something.
From what I recall, I think maybe it might have needed more of the gravy on there, possibly too. I don't really remember.
I don't remember.
It just needed a couple other things. So,
but again, not bad. It isn't anything that I wouldn't get again. You know,
I'd probably try it again to see if they did anything different with it.
Yeah, I think the only thing I wouldn't get again would be the potato pancakes, just because they just weren't my thing, and because I'm just used to how my friend's mom makes them. So
your standards are high when it comes to the potato pancakes.
They're very high. So. Shout out to Mrs. Kring. Yay.
Whoop, whoop.
And her
as the kids
pancakes.
Would say.
Amazing. So.
All right, so that's the extent of the food we tried. I thought we had a pretty decent
we had a good sampling this time. Yes. I thought we did a good job trying a whole bunch of different things.
Now, we'll talk more about that trip, actually, when we're hoping to get our daughter on the show.
Yes.
With the boyfriend that came with us. We'll do a full review of the whole trip, but we want to get the food out of the way. I would like to talk about one more thing while we're here.
Okay.
Let's talk about the room we stayed at, the hotel.
Yeah.
Because this was our first time staying at the Art of Animation Resort and in a family suite.
We did. We stayed in the Finding Nemo suites.
So we opted for the preferred room.
Which is the Finding Nemo rooms.
Yes, we did the Finding Nemo rooms, which are considered the preferred.
Right.
Because it's closer to the Skyliner and the main building, and it was right there.
The Skyliner, literally, once you walk out that front door of the building, it's a 2-minute walk. And it was maybe a 3 or 4 minute walk, maybe not 4, maybe 3-minute walk to the main building.
At the beginning of the trip, it was a 3-minute walk. By the end of the trip, it was a 4, maybe a 5-minute walk.
Exactly. So, yes, I thought the room location was amazing. And we did ask for a room on a higher floor. I kind of wanted to be on the top floor, and I like that because I don't have anybody walking overhead.
Yes.
We were on the 3rd floor, and I do believe at least one night there was a family above us, and I think they might have been there more than one night. I'm not sure. But I think when they first got there, we heard them like moving their suitcases and things around. It was pretty noisy, but it wasn't late at night, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
I think they were closing drawers and moving the suitcases and that kind of thing.
Yeah, but after that, we never heard them.
No.
So I think like the normal walking around, you wouldn't hear like opening, closing drawers and putting stuff away, moving suitcases. I think you would hear somebody if they were above you, but just the normal walking around, being in the room. That room was quiet. And you know that is my first and foremost priority of a room. Clean first, then quiet.
Clean, then quiet. And I will say, I did notice all the door closers on all the rooms. None of those doors actually slam shut loud.
No.
They had them all perfectly tuned, so they would just kind of close.
Ka-chunk.
Yep.
I mean, they're loud when they close, but they don't slam.
They don't slam.
No, they don't. We had a room that faced the splash pad, which was right by the pool. And other than in the afternoon, you could hear the music if they were playing music. But for the most part, super quiet.
Yes.
Couldn't really hear anything from the outside. I just thought it was absolutely the perfect room. So highly, highly recommend it.
Absolutely.
So we had the family suites. So when we walked in, of course, the table was set and with the 4 chairs.
Correct.
That one does pull down to a bed.
Yes.
And so we used that sleeping space. And then the couch, that was easy to pull down. The couch was a little trickier to get out ourselves.
A little bit.
But there's directions there.
They were like right into the material, like, I don't know what you call it, stitched in or whatever. Like, told you where the handles were.
Print on the material. Yeah, the only, like, we put it away the one day because we do like to sit on the couch during the day. And so when we put it away, I think we didn't put it away where the handles were out to pull it out easy. So that made it a little trickier for us. But the bed, Mackenzie slept on the table bed, and then Zach slept on the sofa sleeper, and he said it was really comfortable.
Yeah.
So and Mackenzie said her bed was comfortable. We took the bedroom, and the bed, it was a little firm, a little firmer than what I like, but extremely comfortable.
Yes.
There's plenty of space to put things away. So in the living room, there's a dresser with 3 drawers, and in the bedroom, there's a dresser with 3 drawers. And they're pretty long drawers, so put plenty of things away. There's 2 different spaces to hang things, one in the main living room area and then one in the bedroom. In the bathrooms, plenty of shelf space underneath the sink, and then counter space was good, I think, in both bathrooms. So the bathroom that's off of the main living area had a shower and tub combo, and then a toilet, and you could close the door. And then you could also close the regular door where the sink was, too. So you had plenty of space, plenty of privacy there.
Yes.
The bathroom that is in the bedroom area, that is just a shower, which it was a very, very nice shower, nice and big, and it was great. And the counter space, plenty of counter space. So bathrooms, both very, very nice.
Yeah, it was great. They had the tub option there if you had your little ones that needed to take baths. So.
Yep, that was good. Then they had a little area that had a pretty nice sized refrigerator.
Yeah.
No freezer door though.
Right.
So it was strictly the refrigerator. And then there was a microwave as well. And there was also a sink there. So that worked out great. We did have a Walmart delivery with some water and some breakfast items and snacks and things. And there's plenty of space to put all that stuff away.
And that worked really well. It was the first time we had ever done the Walmart order to a resort.
Right. That was super easy. I would definitely do that again. They have a coffee maker there. I don't know if you had any coffee. Had some coffee there. That was good.
It wasn't the Keurig. It was the kind where you can does like a little drip through the little pods.
Oh, okay.
So you can either make 1 cup or 2 cups.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, and it was very good.
Good.
So
I just thought the area was very, very nice. Well appointed. They have some paper plates. I think they even had bowls, and they have plenty of silverware there in a little tray.
Yep.
I thought it was really, really nice.
Yes.
The only thing that I would do differently, I think, is when we put the table bed down, we just left it down. We didn't need to put it back up because we didn't eat in the room much, just grabbed something and went. I probably would move the chairs into the bedroom. The bedroom it's big.
it is big.
It's really big. I would have liked to have seen a king bed in that bedroom.
That'd been very nice.
I think they had space for it width-wise. Maybe
Yeah.
length-wise, it would have been a little bit cramped.
Maybe.
Between that and the dresser.
But I would have taken that trade-off.
I would have too. I would have rather been a little more cramped in a bigger bed. But anyway, there was a significant amount of space between the nightstand and the bathroom. I think we probably should have taken the chairs in there and gotten them out of the way because they were kind of in the way.
We could have.
Most of the time.
And if you have a bigger family in there, maybe you needed more room. If you weren't going to use the chairs, maybe they could just remove them for you while you're there. Possibly.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
I think we needed them a couple times just to, I think you're using them for suitcases or something.
Right.
So.
It's kind of what we used to put the suitcases
Yeah.
on them. There's also a nice, huge drawer in the living room area that you can pull out and put stuff in, backpacks and whatever. And then there's a top to it that you can put other stuff on. So TVs in both areas. So I really liked it. I would definitely stay there again. Highly recommend. I would also say, like, if your children like the cars area wasn't that far away from the Skyliner and the main building as well, especially if you were in Cars 3, that building. Yeah. That building is fairly close to everything. That would be okay. The Cars area, we walked through there, super cute. Really, really cute. Highly recommend that.
Yes.
The Lion King was a little bit further away, and of course, the Little Mermaid are just like the regular hotel rooms.
And they're way down there.
And they are way
down there.
You pass them on the Skyliner, and you're just like, oh my goodness, that is a long
We've been on
walk.
the Skyliner for quite a while, and there they are.
That's a long walk. But if you're into Little Mermaid, it can be worth it.
Yep. And one thing I think we need to mention our little Skyliner issue that we noticed.
Yeah.
First time we went to use it in the morning,
Fine.
let's call it rope drop time.
Yep.
Was fine. There was like a line from the Art of Animation going into the Skyliner. Then there was another line coming from Pop into the Skyliner.
We just kind of merged.
Yeah. And then the next day,
I don't know what happened.
somebody didn't do something. I don't know what happened, but the line was just going
Or maybe
one
they
way.
just rerouted the line. I don't know.
Well, I don't think people paying what they're paying should have to trek all the way from, because the line went all the way to Pop. Like, if
And
we
not
wanted to
only did it go all the way to Pop, it went clear around the 50s buildings.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It went down around where the standard rooms are.
Yes. Not
on the
even
far
beyond
end.
the preferred rooms, way down to the
Yes.
And honestly, after a while of walking, we gave up because you could not see the end of the line.
Because people just kept getting there, pushing it even further back, and we were like, well, I don't know what's going on here. Why
This
they
is
weren't merging
nuts.
up at the...
I don't know.
Skyliner
There
station.
should be a line for Art of Animation because every other Skyliner station, there's 2 lines.
Right.
They just fill up both lines, whichever line is shorter, just go in whatever line, and then they fill the gondolas, from the left and the right. They just go back and forth and take parties from each line, and I don't know why they weren't doing that.
Because there's a little, the rope right there at the Skyliner station, kind of dividing the 2 resorts. But if you were walking to Pop or something to go to the food court there, you could go around it, but it wasn't there the one day we went. So I don't know what was going on.
I don't know if they were trying something new, but they better knock that off.
But if we had not had our car there, I'd have been very upset.
I would have been, because I'm telling you, that Skyliner line, I would be shocked if the person that was furthest out got on that Skyliner within a half an hour.
Right.
I would be shocked.
Right.
Because it was that long. Like I said, you couldn't even see it. And I think I read somewhere, someone said that it wrapped around 3 different buildings.
Oh, my goodness.
I was like, yeah, no, not doing that.
No, you can't have people walking from Art of Animation to the bowels of Pop to get on the Skyliner.
And the people, and honestly, if you're coming from the Little Mermaid rooms and then you're walking all the way, I would really have been irritated.
Exactly.
So, or even at Pop, when you're walking from the 90s buildings where we've stayed before, which are pretty far out, and then you have to walk all the way across the resort to get in line for that because the Art of Animation people are coming over. I just didn't understand the logic of that at all.
That's why I think something had to have just gone awry. I don't know.
I think, because it was fine the first day, I think they were trying something new rather than because I know once you get up there at the Pop and Art of Animation Skyliner station, there's not 2 rows to divide it like there is at the theme parks. It's just one line. But still, we merged. It was someone from the left went, then the right, then we just kind of merged that way.
Yeah.
And it was fine the first night. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but it was nuts.
So if anybody's had this, let me know. Let me know if they fixed this, if they're still having it, if you had this problem. I'm very curious.
Me too. And what the purposes?
Right.
I don't understand.
No.
But yeah, when we drove, we gave up and we're like, we're just driving.
Yeah,
so
like
we
this-
drove to Hollywood Studios.
Yep.
So, because there was no way we were getting there for rope drop at that point in time. And we left pretty early.
We did.
So, I don't know. It was nuts.
Anyway, so.
But didn't ruin our vacation.
No. It was just kind of a hiccup, but it's one of those
Yeah.
things you shouldn't have to deal with. So,
No, for sure.
not first thing in the morning. Come on, people.
Not before I've had my first Coke.
Oh, or a cup of coffee. Come on.
Right.
Oh, well. So, everyone, that's kind of a little brief thing on our trips. Most importantly, though, Resort Loop Group Cruise 2.0, Disney Treasure.
Please join us.
Please consider
a
it. We'll
good
send you
time.
quotes, especially if you're going to go anyway.
That's right. Come on the group cruise.
We do fun stuff. You get cool things.
We did a nice little gift bag.
We did.
I was pretty pleased with it.
Everyone seemed to love what we got them. I'll just say that.
Yep.
Anyway, everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott, joined by.
His lovely wife, Dawn.
You can always find me on Facebook, the website, ResortLoop.com. Everybody, you've been listening to the Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
Vacation memories will stay with you and your family for a lifetime. The Resort Loop Travel Group was created with this in mind. Our fee-free services will relieve you of the stress and confusion of finding and booking the best vacation at the best price. After booking, we will continue to monitor for ways to save you even more on your vacation. We will check for any upcoming packages and discounts to save you as many vacation dollars as possible. Resort Loop Travel Group, gateway to your magical vacation memories. Get a quote, or for more information, visit ResortLoopTravelGroup.com.